Hi everyone, I'm Daniela and I'm the founder and director of Little Linguist Nursery in Streatham. We are a French bilingual nursery offering fun, flexible childcare to local parents. So this video is based around an article I've read online which has been produced by the government to support parents and carers with their children and young people's mental health and well-being since we've been in the Covid-19 pandemic lockdown. So I came across this article as a parent myself. I was interested in finding out how can I support my children with the pandemic and understanding it. I found quite a few useful things online, so I'll put the link to them in the description. As always, if you find this video useful, do hit like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you have any other suggestions or videos that you'd like me to touch on, please do let me know. So, COVID-19. So the only consistent thing, I guess, in this pandemic has been the fact that everybody has been affected in some way. Some people more than others, but children, especially those under 5, are definitely having some trouble adapting to the new norm. And for some babies who were born into the pandemic, this is their norm, this is all they've known. And a lot of parents who have come into our setting have been concerned and anxious themselves about what the effects of the pandemic is on their children. So I'm sure everyone would agree that COVID-19 is affecting people of all ages. And I guess different age groups are experiencing different symptoms or maybe showing different anxieties about the pandemic. What I've noticed in our setting, babies maybe 0 to 2, parents have noticed that they have been quite anxious, maybe because they haven't been having that as much social contact as they may have had. And also it's important to reflect on as parents that children do pick up on our own anxieties as well. So in the guidance, there is some suggestions on remaining calm when you speak to your child about COVID-19, but also being realistic and talking to them about your concerns and worries, not trying to just put on a brave face. So try to be calm and honest with your children about what's happening and give them time and the opportunity to speak about how it's made them feel if they can speak. So for younger children, a lot of parents are seeing their child's anxiety come out in behaviour. Luckily, there is a lot of free information out there online and on YouTube on how parents can support their children with their feelings around COVID-19. And there's lots of videos that can help you explain what's happening in a child-friendly way. And I'll also share some of those links in the description as well. So my first tip today is, first of all, the main thing we want to do during the pandemic is obviously stop the spread. So everybody knows the lots of different slogans that have come out. We are meant to be doing social distancing, staying safe, avoiding contact with people if we can. And it's important that we share this information with children and we try to explain to them why. I know from my own example, my son was 4 when we went into the pandemic. He had a really hard time understanding why we couldn't go and see family as much as we could in the past. And I have found some useful videos on YouTube to help explain to him in a child-friendly way what's happening, and he seems to understand. So hopefully you can do the same. It's important to validate your children's feelings. So if they are feeling upset about not being able to go and see people that they usually spend time with or their friends, it's important that we validate that and reassure them that it's okay to have these feelings. You know, we really hope that things are going to go back to normal soon. But maybe give them an option like, what else could we do in the meantime? We don't usually have this much time together at home. So what could we do? Is there some new games we could learn to enjoy as a family? Could we have some movie evenings? So it's all about improvising a bit at this time. Try to include your children in the decision making of like, how can we make this fun and make the most out of this situation that we have. It's also really important that we look after our own mental health as the adults, as the caregivers. And that's something that we have been reflecting on a lot in our setting with our staff. And the pandemic has affected everybody. So not only are we concerned about the children's mental health and well-being, we're also concerned about our parents, and we're trying to offer them as much information and tips to support them during this time. And the same with our teachers. Our teachers are trying to remain strong for the children and positive, but we are currently having regular check-ins with our staff to try and make sure that the people who may have had more interaction with their family and friends, and now their only social interaction is with our work colleagues, it's really important that we look out for each other. So we've been doing a number of things in our setting to try and support each other, and like everyone keeps saying, you know, it's important to be kind, try to be kind. And I do personally think that I have seen a better world in a way, in terms of everybody checking in with each other a bit more consistently, and that's really great. That's one good thing, I guess, that's come out of the pandemic. Some of the common things I have noticed with parents, and is also reflected in the document, which I'll share in the description, is that different age groups are showing their anxieties in a different way. So babies maybe 0 to 2 may be a lot more anxious. Older children, like maybe over toddlers and above, seem to at times maybe be regressing in their behaviour, so maybe having more toileting accidents, or biting, or having tantrums. And it's important that parents take time to try to get down to their level and understand that they maybe don't have the words to verbalise what they're feeling. This video was mainly just to point out that parents, you're not alone. There's lots of us in the same position, and do reach out to others for support if you need it. There are quite a lot of different services out there available to support you and to support your children. One of the main things I saw in the article that I thought was a really great thing to focus on is physical exercise. Everybody knows physical exercise is a great way of dealing with anxieties and stress. And there's also some links to some great websites where you can get more support. So there's a Every Mind Matters website, which provides tips for parents and carers on supporting their children's well-being. And there is also a number of websites promoting physical development as well. YouTube obviously has a number of different workout videos, which I'm sure parents are aware of as well. So, you know, use the internet to the best of your advantage during these times, and remember to reach out to a friend if you do need some extra support. And if you need urgent support, I'm sure you're all aware that you can contact your GP or call 111. There is mental health services available for children as well. There's a service called CAMS, which specialises in supporting children and young people's mental health, and they can be you can get a referral through your GP or through 111. I hope that you found this information useful. As always, do hit like and subscribe if you would like to find out more about our setting, and look out for our next video, which is going to be all about how we are tackling COVID-19 in our setting and making sure that our setting stays safe for the children that we have attending at the moment. Have a lovely day, and I hope that if you'd like to find out more about our setting, you visit our website, which is www.littlelinguistnursery.co.uk.